Hello everybody, my name is Keira Megan and welcome to Keira Megan F1. So welcome to my brand new channel. I thought I was going to do a little bit of like an introductory video for this, but actually I don't really know what to say in it. So I'm going to give you a brief little explanation of what my channel is, what I'm going to be doing, and then I'm just going to get on into the video. So Keira Megan F1 is a new brand slash company slash thing that I set up, and it is basically going to be coverage of Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3 and Formula E mainly, and it is going to be across my YouTube channel, across Instagram, across Twitter, and I'm basically going to be covering news. I'm going to be doing my own videos, I'm going to be doing like loads of new content, I'm going to be doing like everything that you can think of to do with motorsport basically. I've been so passionate about motorsport for such a long time now, and I thought, why don't I just get into the content creative side of it? So that's exactly what I'm doing. So I thought I'd start off this brand new revamp of my channel the best way I could, and that is to do a bold predictions of 2020 in Formula 1. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 5 bold predictions for the 2020 Formula 1 season, and also at the end I will be including your guys' bold predictions as well. I asked on my Instagram, which is at Keira Megan F1, I'll leave it here and I'll leave it in the description box. I asked you guys what are your bold predictions for the season, and let me tell you, I got some quite juicy ones. So yeah, I'm going to go through my top 5 bold Formula 1 predictions for the 2020 season. Okay, so the first one is probably one that most people have been saying as well, and it is a McLaren multiple podium. Now, as we know, Carlos Sainz got his amazing podium, but kind of not because it ruined it, because Lewis was on the podium instead of him in Brazil. But anyway, as we know, McLaren have grown so much last year. It's weird to say last year because we're in 2020 now, but last year McLaren grew so much and they were actually so good. Like, did you ever expect them to do what they done from 2018 to 2019? Like, it was just like, so I think they can go even better in 2020 and get multiple podiums. Now, obviously, I know Carlos got that podium in Brazil, as I've literally just said that. So I feel like they could definitely get a couple more. I definitely think Lando can get some. Now, I don't know whether they're actually going to like make the way into the top 3 teams and be like the top 4. I don't think it's going to be quite like that in 2020, but I definitely think they're going to be right at the top of the midfield and then battling with the top teams very, very regularly, or at least I hope. I just think McLaren have so much potential. I think the whole like work ethic and the whole team are just amazing. Like, I found from watching them, like watching them on Unboxed and watching them through like Lando's live streams or whatever, however I've watched them, their team is just so like together and so united, and I just feel like that's going to work really well and they're gonna be amazing. So that's my first bold prediction. So my second bold prediction is something actually a little bit sad, and I don't want it to be my prediction. I'm predicting it, but I don't want it to happen. And it's that Renault do what Haas done in 2019. And by that, I mean fall to the back. Okay, and I don't know why I've got this feeling inside, but I just feel like it's not going to go well for Renault, and I really hope I'm wrong. Like, I actually hope to myself that I'm wrong. But I just feel like it's just not been going well. After like 2018, we thought, right, 2019 is the year for Renault. Like, honestly, they're going to be, we thought it was going to be Renault and Red Bull like battling it out, and then it just wasn't. But I don't know, I just feel like Renault are going to fall back even further. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're focusing more on 2021, or they're focusing on getting out the door, but rumour has it they're not going to do that. But I just feel like in 2020 they're going to do a Haas and fall to 9th, and I don't know why I've got that feeling, but that is my prediction. And it's not a good one because I love Daniel Ricciardo and I love Esteban Ocon, and I really don't want that to happen. I like Cyril Abiteboul, and nobody else seems to like him, but I think he's great. Like, listening to that man talking, I don't know what he's saying because he speaks so quickly, but I think it's great. Like, whatever he says, I'm like, yes sir. So I think that's going to be my prediction for 2020 for Renault. I really hope it doesn't happen, but it might do. Maybe Haas and Renault will swap places. Maybe Haas will come back up again. Who knows? Okay, so my third prediction is to do with Alfa Romeo, not AlphaTauri. And that is that Giovinazzi outscores Raikkonen. Now, I've got this prediction because I just feel like Antonio grew so much in himself in the end of last year. And I've got, like, he's got a little bit of a place in my heart, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, he's so sweet. And like, I know that's nothing to do with getting points, but like, and I just feel like he's gonna outdo Kimi. Maybe because Kimi's just doing it for fun now, or I don't know why, but I just feel like Antonio's going to bring it next year, and he better bring it, because when he does bring it, he's amazing. He's really, really good. So I'm hoping that Antonio brings it for next year and he outscores Kimi, because I think he did at the end of last season, or am I wrong? I'm pretty sure he, if not matched him, because he started like picking his game up. So hopefully that carries on into 2020 and we see a better Antonio Giovinazzi. Right, so my fourth bold prediction, I don't know how I feel about this one, but is that Sebastian Vettel retires or announces his retirement. I'm just looking at the future now. I follow a lot of Formula 2, Formula 3, as you know, and as you'll probably see, I'll start doing that more on my channel. But I follow a lot of Formula 2, Formula 3, and I'm just seeing like, I'm struggling to picture Sebastian in the 2021 grid. I really am, and as much as I really like him and I really enjoy seeing him, and he's actually really lovely and he's still got so much more to give, but I just can't see where he fits, especially in Ferrari structure. And I feel like Sebastian would rather go out on a high than like try and fall back. I don't know, this is just my opinion. I just feel like after 2020 he may have had enough, and obviously Ferrari may be looking at other options. Obviously they've got their junior academy drivers, they've got Callum Ilott, Mick Schumacher, they've got Marcus Armstrong and Robert Schwartzman coming up. Like, I just don't know whether we're gonna see Sebastian in Formula 1 at all in 2021, which is a little bit sad. But I just feel like Ferrari, depending on how Robert and Marcus do, and obviously Mick and Callum, I've got that all in Formula 2 now, depending on what they do in Formula 2 and who comes out on top, and if one of them, like how George Russell and Charles Leclerc did, like completely dominate, if one of them does that, I feel like they're gonna get bumped up to like Alpha and then Ferrari very, very quickly, like Charles did. And I just feel like Sebastian, I don't really know if there's any room for him anymore. And my final prediction is one that we all hope and pray for, is that Williams are back in the midfield. I really hope Williams get back up there. I just feel like they deserve it so much. They've been through so much the past couple of years, especially this year has been really bad for them. And like, my heart hurts a little bit. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, they don't deserve that. They've been so good, they've been fighting, and especially George Russell. I just feel like he's came through like Charles Leclerc did. However, Charles is now in a winning Ferrari and then George is still at Williams. And even the bit of like Lando and Alex were behind George in Formula 2, but yet Lando is in the McLaren and Alex is now in the Red Bull. I don't know, I have a little bit of like I feel so bad for George. However, I think they're going to turn it around this year. I feel like Williams are really going to try their hardest. It may be that this year's car isn't going to be like exactly it, but definitely 2021, I hope that they really bring it. But I can't see them being any further back than they are now. I physically don't know how they could go any further back than they have. So hopefully they bring it to the midfield. Hopefully they're fighting, you know, with the Racing Points, with the Renaults, with the Alpha Tauris. I hate that name. I'm sorry, Toro Rosso. I'm going to be calling you Toro Rosso. I'm going to do a Crofty and just be calling you Toro Rosso for like the longest time, because I physically am never going to remember Alpha Tauri. I can do Racing Point actually. I feel like since Esteban left, it's not Force India, and I don't know why that is, because Sergio's still there. I don't know what it is, but I can call them Racing Point, but I just don't quite get the Alpha Tauri thing. It's just not working. So there are my 5 bold predictions for the Formula 1 season in 2020. I'm now going to go on my Instagram and get up the bold predictions that you sent me across on my Instagram. Again, remember to go and give me a follow at Keira Megan F1 to be involved in more of my upcoming videos. Okay, so the first one says McLaren to fight for the title. Now that is a very strong one, and honestly, I don't know if it's going to happen in 2020. They're going to have done something magic with their car. However, I would love to see it. Like, imagine Lewis fighting, Carlos fighting, Lando fighting, Sebastian fighting, Charles fighting, Max fighting, Alex fighting. Oh my god, like, oh, I think I said everyone but Valtteri. And Valtteri fighting for it. That would be incredible. I really hope that one day we see that again. The next one is Williams to not be last. Lol. Honestly, that's kind of what I said. I hope that Williams pick up the game, that they're not last. But again, I hope nobody else is last at the same time. But somebody has to be last. But I just hope that there isn't such a divide. I hope that it's all mixed up. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to know who's going to come last. The next one is Vettel retired mid-season. Now that would be an ouchie. However, it's not impossible, is it? It's really not impossible. It could easily happen, and that's very scary, because I just don't know what would Ferrari do. What if he's like, look, I'm finished with this, see ya. I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like he'd like to see out the season. Whether it's going bad or really well, I just feel like he would probably see out the season. I hope he would. New teams announced for 2021 or later. Now this is really exciting, and this is what I really want to know, because there were rumours that Campos were going to come into Formula 1 with Pascal Wehrlein, and I can't remember who else it was because it's ages ago, but I think they've shut down those rumours. But I hope there's going to be some new teams for 2021. I hope we get 11 teams again, because I liked having that. Obviously since Manor went, we haven't really had more than 20 drivers on the grid, and I would love to see another team join. I just feel like it's like a little bit of, I don't know, it's like saying it like, I don't know, it's like calling it fresh meat, which is like the weirdest thing to say, but it's like a fresh team coming in. Like, I'm excited to see what they do. There's so many smaller teams in different series and in lower categories that would love to come up, and I would definitely love to see that. So I'm hoping that for 2021 we're going to get new teams as well as new drivers. There will be many big crashes after a lack of in 2019. Now I think the big crashes in 2018 were only because of Romain Grosjean, because I know what you mean. It was like, I think 2018 was so chaotic at the start of the season, but when you watch Drive to Survive, you realise it was just Romain. But honestly, in all seriousness, I'm not really a big fan of big crashes. I know that a lot of people say, oh, I love, like, that's why I watch motorsport, like I like the big crashes, but I'm not really into that. Like, I'm happy to see a race where somebody hasn't taken out somebody, do you know what I mean? But I'm hoping for little taps here and there, but I hope for no like big crashes or anything like that. Verstappen world champ. Now that could very easily happen. He's tied in with Red Bull now till 2023. They've obviously sold him something really good. They obviously are doing something well. Maybe it's because he can't see any doors opening anywhere else. Maybe it's because he's getting paid a lot. I don't really know. But it could happen. I just don't know what's going to happen. We're probably going to be like, oh my god, what's going to happen in 2020? And then all of a sudden it's just going to be Mercedes again. 1-2 every race. But I'm hoping not. Anyone could be world champ. Verstappen world champ. Personally, I'm not a massive Verstappen fan. Like, there's other drivers I would rather see as world champ, but definitely a possibility with how well he's driven last year. Right, I'm on to the penultimate one now, and somebody has said Williams is going to score at least 2 points. I hope so. I really, really hope so. I mean, anything's better than 1, right? And I still can't believe Robert Kubica got the 1 point. George must be fuming. I hope Williams score a fair few points, to be honest with you. I really hope that they do well. Who knows though? We really don't know, but that's a good one. And the final one is for McLaren to win a race. Now, that would be amazing, because I did just touch on McLaren getting loads of podiums, but actually I didn't actually think about them getting like an actual race win, and that sounds exciting. That could definitely be a possibility. I imagine them being right up there, say like how I said earlier, maybe with like in the mix of Red Bull and that, and then something happens with the top, like Barcelona when Lewis and Nico like and Max went, do you know what I mean? Like, that might happen, and Lando or Carlos might be in that position and they could win the race. But not just saying that they shouldn't win it on merit, but I just don't feel like in 2020 they're going to be quite up there, but they could very easily win a race, especially with how like Germany and Brazil went. Anything could happen. So there you go, that is it for my bold predictions for the 2020 Formula 1 season. Maybe I'll review these in December and see how many of them I actually got right. I am really excited to be doing this channel, as I touched on a little bit at the start. I cannot wait to grow my channel. I cannot wait to film so many different videos on Formula 1. I've got so much content ready to go. I've got so much content. I've literally written a whole like diary of the whole year. I cannot wait to film it, and I cannot wait for you guys to all enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please remember to like and subscribe, and yeah, I will see you soon for another video. Bye!